Well, we have returned. We are back once again, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of this week's Fan Mail of the Week, everybody. I really hope you guys have been enjoying your week. Spring break, everybody is all over the place. I mean, literally, school is out for some. People are going to Cancun, Miami, Puerto Rico. They're going to freaking Germany to party. Everybody's partying right now. I mean, April and May are like party freaking, months because it's right in the middle of spring break and you have a whole bunch of stuff happening. So the weather has finally been better. I was very, very sick a couple of weeks ago, actually. I think it was about a week ago. I was very, very sick, guys. I had the flu and I had strep throat and I had the chills. I was horrible. Let's just leave it at that. I could barely walk. I was just thinking, like, what if I die today? Like, this is it, man. I had no fucking ways of like medicine or anything. Thank God I went to the doctor because he gave me like some freaking ultimate medication. Like, this guy gave me literal sensu beans, and I've been feeling a lot better. So for those of you out there who are very sensitive in terms of weather, be careful because this is allergy season. So I mean, I'm no doctor, so I can't freaking recommend what to take, but remember, just be very careful because everybody's bound to get allergy symptoms very soon. Sneezing, aching, all that kind of stuff. So it is allergy season, so I hope you guys just make sure you're prepared when you do happen to, catch it. So anyways, everybody, let's begin with our questions for this week. I mean, what a month. I mean, we're almost done with April in a sense. So let's begin with our first question by my boy Edgar, everybody. Here we go.
Hey Alex, it's me again, and you asked for it, you got it. I wanted to do this, and hope you reply to this video. So yeah, here we go. You got it. All right. To me, the first question is, what's your thoughts on Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch's look? Yeah, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch's look. What do you think their looks for Avengers 2? What do you think their looks? What do you don't like about them? What you do like about them? To me, the only thing I don't like is Scarlet Witch's look. They're going with the ultimate look for Scarlet Witch, but I'm okay with that. I could grow with it, but besides all that, I'm all good. I'm all right. I'm okay with it. They fixed my problem with Quicksilver because they released the concept art for Quicksilver, and I'm like, his hair was brown, but they changed it at the last minute, and he have his hair white. That's what he should have. And I'm like, okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. And I really can't wait for it. To me, I cannot wait for Scarlet Witch and I cannot wait to see Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver team up with the Avengers, fight Ultron, and be the pinnacle of fucking epicness. Literally, it's going to be a fucking blast. #1 movie of the fucking year. And, yeah. The second question is, when the fuck are you going to watch Arrow? When are you going to watch Arrow? When are you going to watch Arrow? Do you want me to send you the entire series? Dude, the series is such an amazing, such epic shit. Epic shit. Epic storylines. Epic shit is going to happen. And you're missing out one of the great series. You're missing out such a great series, and it's going to have a spin-off show called The Flash. And yes, they already have which Flash they're going with. They're going with Barry Allen, the Flash we all know and love. It's just the show is going to be so good, and I really can't wait. I really want your opinion on Arrow and The Flash, but The Flash hasn't aired yet, but I want to know about what's your thoughts on the Flash TV show upcoming this year. So yeah, I think the third question, maybe next, no, fuck it, so I'm gonna go with the fourth. The fourth question is, have you ever wanted to do when you do your Fan Mail of the Week videos, do you ever really thought of calling your subscribers on Skype and having them do have them answer your questions on fuck, I keep on messing up, sorry. what I'm trying to say is, have you ever thought that why not just call up my subscribers and have them answer the questions on Fan Mail of the Week? Like have them call when you call. Let's say you call me, and you're doing Fan Mail of the Week. Just call me up and say, okay, what's your answers? What do you say about me? We can have a little bit of conversation, and then I have to go because I have to go do the same thing with the other subscribers. I think that would be a really good idea, and I really think that would be really cool for you to do it. So I'm just giving off some ideas. So why haven't you done a Fan Mail of the Week video with your subscribers and have your subscribers answer your question, have them answer questions to you, and you can answer them, and maybe you can have a little bit of conversation, and that's it. I'm giving off ideas. So yeah, that's my fourth question. The fifth question is, how do you feel on the superhero genre as a whole? Do you think it's gonna die like all genres die? But do you think that the superhero genre is gonna keep on as strong, and it's we're gonna have superhero movies every fucking year, and every time we're gonna have superheroes movies every year? And yeah, I want to know what's your opinion on the superhero genre. Do you think it's going to die later on, or do you think it's going to still keep on going no matter what happens? To me, I think it's going to keep on going, but yeah. I'll see you next time, buddy.
I swear, if there's ever a person to go to when it comes to superhero relations or movies or entertainment, this guy is just awesome. I mean, in terms of movies, this guy has it down packed. Me and him always fucking trade off with movies. All right, to answer your first question, Edgar, my thoughts on Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch for the Avengers 2. The Avengers 2 is supposed to be out next year, and I am just so stoked about it because I can't personally wait. I can't wait anymore, literally. I want to see the damn film. Like, it's really getting me frustrated. Captain America was freaking awesome. For those of you out there who've seen my little review on it, who saw my little parody of getting there, it was really good. So if Captain America was that good, and they had the little ending cutscenes with whatever happened, I'm not gonna ruin it. But yeah, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. I really like Scarlet Witch in terms of the way she looks, because she's not, wearing a freaking rubber band or like, a costume. It's just, to me, it represents a witch. You have the word Scarlet Witch. She's supposed to have all these telekinesis powers. She's able to move stuff with her mind. She looks very intimidating. I mean, she looks more manly than Hawkeye does. So she looks really, really awesome. So I would have to give 2 thumbs up for Scarlet Witch. For Quicksilver, Aaron Taylor Johnson, I would also have to say, instead of giving it 2 thumbs up, I would have to give it 1 thumbs up. I was never really a big fan of Quicksilver, honestly. I was always a big fan of Thor, Hulk, Superman, Batman, Iron Man, Captain America, X-Men, Fantastic Four, whatever. Quicksilver never really caught my eye, I mean, honestly. So in terms of what he has to bring to the table, we're just going to have to wait and see. The only thing I am concerned about is Ultron. I really want to see how he looks like, because Ultron plays a very critical role in this film. And for those of you out there that are watching this, the pictures are leaked of Ultron supposedly online. So, but yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you, man. Like, the Avengers 2 is gonna be movie of the year for 2015, bar none. If anything comes close, it might be Star Wars. But I mean, the Avengers 2, if they don't capitalize to the fullest extent, then I don't know what to say. I just hope they don't kill Ultron, because he deserves more movies. So in terms of those two, I don't have a problem, really. I mean, I'm not too familiar with Quicksilver's origins, but Scarlet Witch and Silver as a whole, I have no problem with it. So to answer your second question, when will I watch Arrow? You know what? I'll give it a try today. I hope you don't get mad, but I'll watch about maybe 1 or 2 episodes, because I have a lot of time that I need to make for myself, because for those of you out there who don't know, I've been wrestling a lot lately. I've been going to Ohio, to Maine, and you can actually go on ahead and follow me on my wrestling Facebook page, which will be in the description below, just in case I'm ever in your town. You guys can come, we can hang out, you can watch me wrestle, we can get something to eat, whatever the case may be. I don't care. If you guys want to hang out, let's fucking hang out. It doesn't matter. But yeah, Arrow, I'm actually stuck right now because I'm watching so many different shows, Edgar, literally. The fans have been wanting me to watch so much, and my brain is just like trying to absorb everything right now. I mean, it's hard because I just got into American Horror Stories, great show. I just got into Vampire Diaries, not really a big fan of that. I'm trying to get into Sons of Anarchy and Breaking Bad, so let's see what that happens. So Arrow is definitely next on the list, along with Supernatural. I keep hearing that Supernatural is the best, so a lot of shows, my friend. I can't compete. To answer your third question, fan mail for subscribers in terms of contacting them on Skype. The only reason why I can't do that is because there's so many people to like get on at the same time. I am working on several different things. I'm not going to say what for the year, but like I said, I'm working on several different projects. I'm not going to tell you guys what, but they're really special to me. So, and it's giving back to you guys, and I always give back to you guys as much as I can, you know, because that's just how I am as a person. So I really don't know which other YouTuber does this. I'm not trying to gloat, but I mean, hey, I do the best I can. So for that matter, I mean, you're just gonna have to wait and see, because I have several things surprised and waiting for you guys. So, and to answer your last question, how do I feel about the superhero genre? Well, you said die off like other genres. Well, the action genre didn't really die off, so to say. Because we have, and I know you're going to hate me for this, but we have Transformers is considered an action genre, so to say. We have The Expendables 3. We have movies like Mission Impossible. We have movies, you know, coming out like that. We have the horror genre, which is, in my opinion, slowly making a comeback, very slowly. I think Insidious 2 and The Conjuring were great. Aside from that, they really need to up it up. The Amityville Horror remake comes out January 2nd, 2015. Let's just see how that goes, and I say that very loosely. But the superhero genre is going to be great. It's not going to end. Do you want to know why? It's because there's so many damn superhero comic books out there. They're going to keep making freaking different stories and different versions forever. You have, you know, the Civil War saga with Marvel. You have Marvel versus DC. You have everything. You have, you know, crossbounds and all that stuff. So, I mean, who's to say it's going to end? It's not going to end. The superhero genre is gonna reign supreme for a while. So as for that, my personal thoughts on it, I love it because I want to see my favorite comic book heroes on the big screen. So, but anyways, Mr. Edgar, thank you for the questions, man. I hope you have a great day, and I actually know you're gonna have a great day because you live in San Francisco, but I just really hope you don't get stepped on by Godzilla. So just make sure you have like some sort of protection over your roof just in case a giant leg just were to come crushing down your house. I don't know. Or just beware of radiation and atomic blast, okay? If your city goes to hell, just run. If you see a lizard, don't bother to take pictures, just run, man. All right, bro, thank you for the questions, man. And now moving on to the next question, which is from a very special friend from across the ocean.
Alex, me again, Ridwan. And I have some questions for you. First of all, I wanna ask you, how have you been doing this few weeks? Because I know you have been doing good. I hope you have been doing good. Damn it, my English is kind of rusty lately. Anyway, first of all, here are your questions. The first questions are 4 what-if fights. Oop after Goku's training versus Frieza and Cell. Legendary Super Saiyan Broly versus Kid Buu. Super Saiyan 3 Vegito versus Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta. The fourth one is normal Super Saiyan Broly versus the androids. 17 and 18, I mean, from Trunks' future. Okay, second question. How do you think that future Trunks has got his sword? I mean, listen. Here's a little what if story that I have been making up, just in my mind. Listen, I think this happened. Well, future Trunks was just been, yeah. In the meantime, that Hirudegan showed up with the evil wizard, and he asked the androids to open up the box, and they did. Well, and then Rudigan showed up. Wait, Tapion showed up. What he basically did was he was been hiding there a few days. He was trying to capture the whole Rudigan by himself, like in his body. So basically, he met Trunks. They have became like good friends, just like in the normal story. But this is the little different thing. When Tapion asked, when Tapion asked Trunks to strike him in his heart with Tapion's sword, I think Trunks did strike him. So then both Tapion and Rudigan died. And then basically Trunks was crying, and then well, I think that's how he got his sword. What is your thought and opinion on how future Trunks got his sword? The third question: how have you been doing on your wrestling career? Because I'm actually kind of curious how you are doing. Because the last match, what you did, well, I feel really bad for you that you lost. I mean, you even had some fans that were saying like, Alex, Andy. Well, the fifth question is how do you live? I mean, in a house. I mean, do you live with a friend? Do you still live? Do you live alone? Or because actually that's what I've been wondering. Sixth question. Will you make a really big playthrough? Wait, no. Have you finished The Last of Us before you got rid of your PS3? Because not only me, but a lot of fans really want to see a few videos on The Last of Us. But I'm still wondering, did you still pre-recorded some Last of Us before you got rid, or? Well, just tell me that. Thank you. My other question is, how many or what playthrough will you do when PlayStation Now has been released on the PS4 in the summer? Because because if you didn't complete The Last of Us, then I think you should have done then I think you should continue that. And also the Uncharted 3 playthrough, God of War, Ascension, Sly Cooper, Jack and Daxter. Okay, so let's see. Do I have another question? Well, these are all my questions for today, and I hope to see you another time. P.S. If you might have been wondering, okay, first of all, I want to say a big thank you to prize number 1, prize number 2, and prize number 3. I still want to thank you for that, and you should look at your Facebook, because I gave you the link of my video multiple times, but I don't think that you. I'm wondering if you have read them. Well, anyway, I still want to thank you for this giveaway, because I really went donkey nuts on that video when I was unboxing it. Well, anyway, thank you very much for all of this, and for the prize and answering my questions, and I hope to see you in another video. Later, bro.
Edge right now, and there's like a group of children going on a field trip. This is like the ultimate pedophile spot. Like, no, watch, stay right there. Do not move. I might die doing this, but it'll be worth it, proving the point. All right, Mr. Pedophile, you there? All right, yeah, you are. Look how pedophile. All right, look. Let's say I'm a lost little boy. Hello. Hello? I'm a lost little boy. I'm stranded. Hello? And I turn around. What do I see? 3 grown pedophiles in the cave. But now,
the child.
This is what I learned from the yard rats.
Yeah. Dude, you gotta stop teleporting. You almost teleported inside me. Okay.
What? What? Dude, Red, I can't believe you actually showed what me and Paul did in Mind Wars 3. I have to get up and just applaud you. I have to applaud you, my friend, for fucking showing that. That is so old, but yeah, that is so classic. That's classic Mind Wars, man. You're awesome, especially when you said you went donkey nuts. I kind of lost my shit when I heard that on my chair. I was like, oh no, he didn't. Just the way you said it. But really, man, I really hope you enjoy the gifts that I've given you, the shirt and the games. So on that note, let's just begin with your questions. How was I? I was not feeling good, like I said a couple weeks ago. I was really bad. I literally thought I was gonna die. I mean, I couldn't move. I felt paralyzed. I had the flu. I had strep throat. I had the cold. I had like every infection under God's hot sun. And the freaking, I swear to God, the doctor must have given me like real life sensu beans, because I gotten better in less than 4 days. So, all right, to answer your first question, your what if fights, Oob versus Cell and Frieza. Well, I don't know if you want me to do them now or if you want me to do the actual battle, but if it was Oob versus Cell and Frieza, don't you think Oob would completely destroy the two? So I would have to say Oob by far. Kid Buu versus Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, Kid Buu, because Legendary Super Saiyan Broly got beat by normal Goku, and normal Goku got crushed by Kid Buu, so what does that initially say? Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta versus Super Saiyan 3 Vegito. I'm pretty sure you saw that fight on my channel. I really don't have a distinct winner, so I'm going to say no contest on that one, because that fight can go either way. Even though Vegito would be stronger, you never really know, my friend. And to answer your final what if battle question, normal Broly versus 17 and 18, I would have to say 17 and 18 unless Broly becomes a Legendary Super Saiyan. If he's in his normal form, remember what Vegeta said? Vegeta said that he's pitifully weak in his normal form, so if he was actually in his normal form, 17 and 18 would crush him. So to answer your second question, I really liked your story behind Trunks, but here's the thing, Haruta God is supposed to be a little less more powerful than, well, it's kind of hard to say. Well, alright, I would have to say a little under a Super Saiyan 3, but Trunks can't go past a Super Saiyan 2. He can't even go past a Super Saiyan. So how would Trunks be able to defeat Haruta God is my question. Now, I'm pretty sure, well, given the circumstance, we'll never know how he got the sword, to be honest. Maybe with Tapion, that's how little Trunks got the sword. Maybe big Trunks got the sword a little differently. Maybe he met Tapion through a different circumstance, or maybe he got it through a Kai, or maybe something else. But I really believe they're two different circumstances. There's no way Trunks were to fight Haruta God in his time, because Haruta God was just, he was too big and he was too powerful. And I think one Saiyan taking him on, you know, is just a little far-fetched, because Trunks wasn't all that powerful just yet, unless he was able to achieve Super Saiyan 3, of course, then maybe. But in terms of him obtaining the sword, that can go either way. I mean, we really don't know. So to answer your third question, how is wrestling? Wrestling is going awesome, as you saw on my wrestling page, man. I really can't wait. I mean, I really wish you were in the States so I can meet you, so you can come watch. But aside from that, wrestling is going really well, so I'm really proud of that. My New Year's resolution is finally living up. You know, I really love wrestling, and I want to wrestle more. So if that's what I'm gunning for, then may God be with me, because it's actually working. So to answer your fourth question, how do I live? That's a very interesting question. I don't live alone, unfortunately. I don't have any family. I really don't. I don't have any brothers, any sisters. I don't have any grandparents. I don't have cousins. I don't have anybody. I really don't. All I have is a mom. I mean, really, I don't have a dad. He was never in my life. It was always me and my mom. Since the day I was born, it was just us, nobody else. I literally never met or heard or seen from anybody else supposedly within my family. I don't have a family. I really don't. I mean, I really, truly don't. So the only family member I really have on this earth are my mom and you guys. Because I believe it or not, I do see you all as family. You know, even the people that dislike my videos, even the people that really hate me for whatever reason, I really don't see why some people would hate me on here. But if I've done something to offend somebody, I apologize. But I do see you guys as family, because I talk to you guys, I laugh with you guys, I interact with you guys, I share my thoughts with you guys share your thoughts with me. that's awesome. You know, that's more than a friendship. You guys are friends. You guys are family, and that's you guys are the closest to what I have to a family in a sense, because you guys hear what I have to say. I hear what you have to say. We go back and forth. We laugh. We give each other advice. We all sorts of things, and it makes me feel like I have 94,000 brothers and sisters. I mean, as crazy as that would be, I really feel that way, and I couldn't feel more blessed. And you too, Red. I mean, who would have thought a quote-unquote famous YouTuber? I'm not even famous. I don't consider myself. I don't consider myself anything but a person who just comes on here to talk with you guys, play Dragon Ball Z, play Call of Duty, and just, you know, share my thoughts, share my opinions, share my updates, and that's it. You know, I'm not a celebrity by any means, and even if I was, I wouldn't want to consider myself one to begin with. I just want to be a normal person. That's it, and I am a normal person, you know. And who would have thought somebody like me, quote unquote, would be talking to a lot of you guys? Because me, when I was coming up, I never got to talk to Ray William Johnson. I never got to talk to PewDiePie. I never would have gotten to talk to some of these big YouTubers that I've always wanted to talk to, you know. So, you know, I always swore to myself that if I were to ever become something on here, I want to talk to you guys. That's what I want to do. And I do talk to you guys. I talk to you guys on Skype. I play with you guys. I play with you guys on Steam, on PS4, on PS3 when I had it, on Xbox, Xbox One. So, I mean, really. But in terms of how I live, let's just say for the big project that I'm working on, you will see everything. So, to answer your next question, have I finished The Last of Us? Yes, I have. I just need to put it up. The Last of Us is coming on the PS4, so just all I have to say is just stay tuned, because that's going to be, I can't wait for The Last of Us. To answer your following question, when PlayStation Now comes out, what will I do? I will be playing a lot of the old school classic games. I'm not going to reveal which ones. You're just going to have to wait and see. As you guys saw on my channel, I brought back Spyro. I brought back a lot of things. So let's just say there are going to be a lot of blasts and surprises from the past. So, I really hope PlayStation Now is going to be worth it, to be honest. I mean, one can only hope, right? So, anyways, Mr. Red, thank you for the questions, my friend. I hope you have a terrific day. I hope you enjoy the shirt and everything I gave you. And I just hope you just have a good day and just have a good weekend, my friend. And now moving on to the next video format question, which is from...
Hey, Alex. What's up, man? Just want to say thank you for putting this into your fan mail this week. I have a couple questions for you. Some Dragon Ball Z based, the others aren't. So, question 1. In Battle of Gods, Bill said that he was going to destroy the Earth, but in the end he was too tired to do so from his fight with Goku. But didn't he say right before Goku turned Super Saiyan God that if Goku was stronger he would not destroy the planet? Do you think that's a little detail or something that the creators overlooked? Question 2. Would you pay to watch King Kai do stand-up comedy? Question 3. Up until Goku fought Bills, he said his strongest fight was with Frieza. Who would you say his toughest opponent was before fighting Bills? Question 4. How do you feel that Bills, the god of destruction, can't handle a little wasabi? Question 5. Why do you think Goku never used this Super Dragon Fist besides the one time when he fought Harudegan? Question 6. Have you seen the Matrix trilogy? If so, what are your thoughts on it and how did you like it? Question 7. What did you think of Avatar, and are you looking forward to the second one that they're planning on making? And I just want to say thank you for all this. You keep up the great work, man, and I'll be looking forward to watching your rest of your fan mails, your future fan mails, and future videos that you post out. So just want to say thanks, and you're doing a great job, man.
Hey, brother, I mean, you don't have to thank me for anything, man. I have to thank you for just watching, man. I mean, really, truly, it's an honor. So, you actually look very, very familiar. I swear to God, it's like I've seen you before. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind meeting you or whatever, but I mean, I swear to God, like, you look so familiar. It's like I've seen you around somewhere. I don't know. But anyways, let's get on to your questions. To answer your first question, remember, you just said if Goku was stronger, Bills promised not to destroy the planet. So the question is, was Goku ever stronger than Bills? Absolutely not. That was confirmed by Akira Toriyama himself in an interview where he actually scaled the fighters from a 1 to 15 basis. So pretty much meaning if you had to grade Bills from 1 to 10 in terms of power, Bills was a 10. Whis was a 15. Goku in his God form was a 6. So that right there is an indication that if Goku was a 6 and Bills was a 10, who's stronger? It's obviously Birusu. Now, it wasn't really a plot flaw, because even though people were like, oh, I'm getting real sick and tired of seeing Goku as the main character all the time trying to beat everybody, he didn't beat Bills at all. He got beat down by Bills. Everybody did. Even Ultimate Gohan, who was said to be the strongest fighter in that movie up until Super Saiyan God, got beat down with one kick. If you think about it, Bills flicked Goku with one finger, knocked him out. Bills touched Vegeta with one finger on the forehead and knocked him out. Bills kicked Gohan in the gut one time, knocked him out. I mean, this dude is powerful as fuck. So, a Super Saiyan God would not compare. Not yet, at least. Some people talk about a Super Saiyan God 2, a Super Saiyan God 3. We don't really know anything about that yet, nor if it exists. But right now, as of, whatever day it is today, April something, in the world of Dragon Ball Z, Goku does not stand anywhere near Bills or Whis. Unless, of course, they tried a God fusion or something like that. But yeah, I mean, he was nowhere near stronger than Bills, because even when Goku had the advantage in the fight against Birusu didn't get damaged. He really didn't. He didn't show any signs of damage. The dude took the punches, he took the freaking hits, and he just kept coming back at Goku. So, to answer your second question, would I pay to see King Kai's comedy? No. King Kai tells corny ass jokes, and I wouldn't want to go. I mean, I would like to go just to see him and just be like, wow, it's a freaking Kai. But in terms of his jokes, not even close. Would you? I mean, I wouldn't. So, to answer your third question, who is stronger? Who is the strongest opponent that Goku had to run with aside from Bills? It would have to be either Cell or Kid Buu. The reason why I say Cell is because he gave up against Cell. And he even admitted that he wasn't stronger than Cell. Cell had a much better form. Cell was a much better fighter at the time. And Goku just couldn't keep up. So that's why I say Cell. But also there's Kid Buu. Kid Buu literally drained all of the power away from Goku during the fight. Kid Buu literally beat Goku down into the ground. He beat him into the ground. He threw a spirit bomb back at him. If it wasn't for Dende, Vegeta, Hercule, Majin Buu, Goku and everybody would be dead. Because if it wasn't for them, restoring Goku's power, Kid Buu would have chucked that spirit bomb back at Goku. Goku would have died. He would have finished off Vegeta and killed Majin Buu. If you just look at it. So, between all of them, I don't know. I would probably say Kid Buu. Even though Goku did give up against Cell, he still had power. But against Kid Buu literally just, wow, he beat him into the ground, bro. I mean, there was a point where Majin Buu multiplied and he blasted Goku, and Goku couldn't even get up, and Vegeta had to interfere. So, honestly, I would have to say Kid Buu. So, to answer your fourth question, can Bills withstand and handle wasabi? It's kind of funny that, he kind of went all out when he ate it. And, Whis actually surprised me, because he flew so fast towards Bills and he just, chopped him once. That was the end. And I was like, wow, this guy is, incredible. But by him not being able to hand wasabi is kind of funny. So, to answer your following question about the Super Dragon Fist, now, the Super Dragon Fist isn't canon, which means it doesn't correlate with the actual manga. The only reason why he was able to use it in GT and the movies is because the movies weren't canon, quote-unquote, and Dragon Ball GT wasn't canon, quote-unquote. Now, GT, in a sense, will not be outshadowed yet by Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods until they make another Battle of Gods movie. Because this one didn't take place after GT, it took place prior to GT. It took place about a couple of years after Boo, but before the tournament. If the next one takes place after the tournament, then Dragon Ball GT is no longer in play. But even if he did use the Super Dragon Fist, Bills would just take it and just, like, it was nothing. Bills is freaking strong, man. Like, this dude, I'm pretty sure he could take that. To answer your following question, thoughts on The Matrix, I actually never watched any of the Matrix films. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to rant on and probably kill me, but that's actually something I've always wanted to watch, from the first one up until, whatever's the last one. So, do they have it on Netflix? I'm trying to think. Well, I'm going to figure it out. I'm definitely going to watch that, and I hear it's great, so you're going to have to stay tuned and see what I'm going to think about that. And to answer your final question about Avatar, I saw parts of Avatar. I never really sat all the way through to watch the entire thing because I thought it was boring. But I am willing to watch it again. I'm actually going to go see the second one. I don't know why. I guess I'm going to be dragged to go see it. But I was never too deep into it, so I wouldn't really know too much about it. But I mean, if you're a fan of it, let me know, because I don't know too much about Avatar or The Matrix for that matter. So if you guys would fill me in, it would be great. But once again, bro, thank you for the questions. God bless you. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you enjoy your weekend, man. Just stay warm, because, you know, there are parts of the world right now that's still fucking snowing. It's just like, wah. But thank you for the questions, man. And now moving on to the next video format question, which is from Tyler. My boy, where you been at, man?
Hey Alex, what's up, man? Got a lot of fan mail questions for you today. I think it's just under 20, so I'm going to go through them really fast, try and talk really fast. First of all, I've watched your wrestling videos, and I hope you do make it pro. The amount of time you put into wrestling videos and just being with your friends, I think it's amazing you can do that, because I'm kind of too lazy for that. But yeah, that's just me. And you're a really, 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 really big inspiration in my life. Ever since I started watching your videos and how you say you always go that extra step, you always put that extra push. Like ever since I started uni, I've been kind of slacking, and I watch your videos. That's when I kind of found you, and then I'll get motivated to do it again. So I can't thank you enough for that. Alright, on to the questions. Have you heard of Dragon Ball Z Zenkai Battle Royale? Because it blew my mind. Me and my brothers were watching it, and we're like, because it has the potential, I think, to be a Raging Blast 3. So if they can manipulate that from an arcade to a console, I think that would be great, because I'll definitely pay the £80 for a Goku Edition Battle Z for that game. Secondly, Battle Z kind of let me down. What about you? I might get it one day, but I'm not too sure. Thirdly, do you think, this kind of a brain teaser, do you think Ginyu's purple body, Captain Ginyu, was his original form? Like, in a way, me and my brothers are like, it can't be, because if he had that power, he can switch to anyone. And I don't know why he didn't switch to Frieza, as you always say. But do you think he switched to someone else, like behind their back? Because he does come across as a kind of lazy person. Like when he's fighting Goku, comes across as a bit lazy. But yeah, what do you think about that? Next question. My brother came up with this. What would your thoughts be if you created the next Dragon Ball Z game? Would you incorporate Yamcha into the actual multiplayer and local games, or just in the training area so that you can just beat him up? I think that's kind of funny. When you told me that, I was laughing. But what do you think about that? Next question. We all know Raditz is Goku's brother, but Bardock in his episode and his movie never mentions Raditz. That's kind of strange for your dad never to mention your name. I'm not sure if the movies were canon. That's what you used to tell me about. But we all know he's got his brother. But how comes his dad's never said anything? What do you think about that? And secondly, we all know it won't happen, but if Raditz ever reached Super Saiyan 3, how long do you think his hair would be? Like, do you think enemies would use that to their advantage, or do you think it would be an advantage for him? Like, how long do you think it would be? That's just going to be insane. Next question. I hope and I think that there will be a new God form. Like, not new, like scratch the red head one, but let's say, alright, this is my scenario, what I think might happen. It's crazy, it's really brief. Goku fights Bill's God form, beats him. Wheels steps up to the plate. Goku can't beat Wheels, obviously gets pummeled. Vegeta comes up, surprises everyone by going to God form in the first place, which everyone will probably know about. But then getting beaten up and like blah, 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 like kind of gloating in a way. You know how we would fight to kind of just get Wheels thinking that he can win. And then when everyone least expects it, he goes ascended form. Like, I think an ascended form to the god would be so much better, and just give Whis a run for his money. Like, I think that'd be pretty sick. Next question: do you think he'll be the weakest out of the 12 gods in the universe? I personally do think that. Like, the way he acts, he's not really determined to train like Bills or Goku or Vegeta. He's just more of like, and if anyway, he seems like he's just been gifted the power and he uses it when he needs to, like to put Bills to sleep. So yeah, what do you think about that? Next question: what's your opinion of Deborah becoming good after he died? I don't know if you remember, but in Dragon Ball Z one episode, I think when Kid Buu destroys the planet, everyone dies, and what's his name? Deborah is there, and he's kind of like, you know how we wouldn't have the legs when you're in the other world, and he acts really girly and like really good. I think that's kind of cringy. So what's your opinion on him becoming good? Next question: what's your favourite pet in the whole Dragon Ball series? So from Pua, Giru, Master Roshi's Turtle, Kid Gohan's dinosaur, I think it's called Icarus. which one would you have right now? Like, in a way, Master Roshi's turtle annoys me, and his voice is like, "Hey, Master Roshi." It's just kind of annoying sometimes. Icarus seems alright, but I think out of all of them, I'd have Giru or Poir, because Poir can shapeshift into anything. I think that would be pretty useful. So, who is your favourite, and name one if I have missed one. And next question, do you think it's too weird? Do you think it's weird that the gods don't know instant transmission? Like, for Whis to get to one from his realm to King Kai's planet, he had to kind of, well, not fly, but go through that sequence, and it took him 20 minutes. Like, do you think it's kind of disappointing that the gods don't know that, because they should be at the top of the thing? But in a way, it was an advantage for Goku when he was fighting Bills. Next question, with the chain combos in Battle Z, do you think it's kind of annoying sometimes? You might just have that little bit of health left, and like one more hit would do you in. Do you think it would be useful if they added a way for you to dodge it, like in Raging Blast 2, if you press the buttons really fast enough you can recover? So do you think they should have added that in Battle Z as well, instead of you having to get hit by 4 people? Next question, in Battle Z, do you wish the fusions could have been done? Like, I know you already answered this quite a lot, but come on, I don't know how they made a game without the fusions. It was really, I think it's a filler game. They have to come up with something just 10 times, 1,000 times much better. But what do you think about everything lacking in that? Next, I think Goku should have married Bulma. Like, in a way, I think they're more of a match, because Chi-Chi loved Goku, and Goku liked Chi-Chi because she was like driven as a kid that she's gonna marry Goku. So there wouldn't be Trunks, and Vegeta wouldn't like have sex with Bulma and have Trunks. So I know it will be a different universe, but what would you think would happen if Goku did marry Bulma? Because I think they're more of a match. Next, I've never seen or heard anyone ask you about your family, but do you have any brothers and sisters? Do you live with your mum and dad? Like, I live with my dad. I don't live with my mum. I have 7 siblings, 4 boys and 2 girls. So yeah, what about you? Next, do you play any instruments like drums or guitar? Because I play a bit of guitar and I play a bit of drums, and I started doing beatboxing. So hopefully you know what this is. I literally learned that in an hour after like a day of like doing the basics. So can you do anything like that? Next, my last question is kind of a really shaky one. I can't really put it into words. But let's say Goku and Vegeta were on a different planet, or let's say in a different universe, to train on a dead planet so they can really use their full power. This is between the Dragon Ball Z and just before. This is between the end of Dragon Ball Z and the beginning of Battle of Gods. So just then, let's say an enemy arrived and there was only Gotenks was the only most powerful thing to fight it. So let's say that, I think it's Metamoric Fusion or something like that. Let's say that isn't powerful enough and they need the Potara earrings and the Kais make it for them and then they beat the enemy. Do you think, because Majin Buu's their friend that time, Majin Buu absorbs them, do you think it will break the Potara Fusion? Because it broke the Potara Fusion between Vegeta. It's kind of a really tricky question. I hope you do understand where I'm trying to come from. But do you think if Fat Buu basically did it, that it would pull off like how Super Buu did it to Vegeta? And last 2 things, do you have like your own custom controller? Because I do. And secondly, do you have anything Dragon Ball customized? I get kind of attacked at by my mates when I go to uni because I'm a huge fan, but I don't really care. So do you have anything like that or not? And that's the end of the video. I hope I do get on. It's like 8 minutes, so I'm gonna cut it now. Keep up with everything you do, and I will always be a subscriber. I won't ever leave. Alright, I'll see you later, mate. Peace.
I remember you. I thought like you literally learned instant transmission and like left the planet. I don't know, man. It's just like it's been so long. First of all, I would have to say don't ever slack. I mean, that's always bad. We have 86,000 seconds in our lives per day. So I think you should use every second to your advantage. And I think you should never slack off. Despite whatever happens in your life, just always make sure that you're healthy and make sure that you're stable in a sense, because I don't think there should ever be a time where you should ever slack off in terms of any field, any aspect. And you're very talented. You really, really are. Your window of opportunity, your potential is freaking amazing. So as a person, don't slack off again, man, because one day you're really gonna regret it, man. All right, so to begin your first question, Zenkai Battle. I saw it. It looks really freaking good. It absolutely does. Could it be Raging Blast 3? I don't know, man, because have you seen Raging Blast 3 in terms of like what they were trying to do with it? It looked really, really good. It looked so original in a sense. The graphics were amazing. They had so many great characters. They showcased some new characters like Janembu, and they showed off, what else? Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta. They showed off some really nice stuff. So for Zenkai Battle, it does have a lot of potential. I like it. I just feel like they can definitely do better with graphics. I mean, can't you say so yourself? Especially with the PS4, Xbox One, the new PCs coming out. I mean, I think the graphics could be a little better. I do believe that they can add blood once in a while. I mean, it kind of sucks the fact that, like, let's say, for example, right, I were to punch you as hard as I possibly can in the face, or if I were to kick you directly in the nose, I'm pretty sure you're gonna bleed, right? So why can't they just make it to where if one of these characters deliberately just keeps on doing the same move, or like, let's say, for example, Vegeta were to keep punching Goku in the face, I want to see a little bit of blood. I want to see scratches. I want to see, you know, clothing being torn. I want to see, you know, some really nice stuff. For example, if by any chance Goku does a Kamehameha to, you know, Vegeta, perhaps maybe have his armor blown off, maybe his arm is all bad, you know, like stuff like that would be really cool for like a next gen Dragon Ball Z game. So Zenkai Battle is definitely a plus for me, even though it is in Japan. God, I mean, I wish I can go to Japan so bad for several reasons, for wrestling reasons and for anime reasons. And I wish you guys were to go too, because a lot of you guys just, if you're such diehard anime fans, Japan is the place to be. Hands down, that place is awesome. And I mean, I wish I can go there one day, so who knows. Even if I do, I'll probably do a lot of giveaways. I'll probably just give out some freaking Dragon Ball AF toys or something, or games, or all sorts of stuff. So to answer your second question, Battle of Z was a letdown for you. Battle of Z was okay for me. It wasn't the worst thing. Trust me, I've played worse Dragon Ball Z games, and I'm pretty sure you played worse games as well. The game could have been better. It feels like a filler game, like you said, but I do believe that the only reason why they made it was to capitalize on the movie, which made no sense, because don't you think if the movie came out first before the game would have done a little better because people would have remembered the movie? I don't know. These companies are just weird. But Battle of Z wasn't bad. It was fun. I mean, I don't know. It still is fun. The combos are broken. You know, some of the things are a little cheesy, but the game is fun. I don't think it's a bad Dragon Ball Z game, although the story doesn't make sense and all that stuff. Overall, I just feel like they could have done better, and I hope they do better. But the game, it was a sort of like a letdown in a sense, because they didn't give you everything you wanted, but they sure as hell tried at least. So I mean, at least you can give them that, right? They didn't give you the same game every year. They gave you something a little different, so could have been better in my opinion. So to answer your third question, that whole Captain Ginyu scenario, you really have me thinking. Could that have been his final form? We don't know. Did he ever switch bodies with somebody else, you know, to like pretty much take over their body? We don't know. I mean, we don't know too much about Captain Ginyu's origins, nor do a lot of people care. If I was Captain Ginyu, I would not take orders from Frieza. I would trick his ass, and I would just take his body. I mean, wouldn't that be the most logical thing to do? I always wondered what happened to Captain Ginyu the Frog. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Nobody really cared about him in the first place, but yeah, I mean, in terms of his original form, it's a very good question. It probably is his original form. Maybe he just knows the technique but haven't tried it yet. So to answer your following question, the incorporation with Yamcha being a freaking dummy within like practice sessions, yes, I would have him take the craziest moves. I would have Yamcha stand there and literally take a Big Bang Kamehameha from like a full-powered Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I mean, that's how badly I would end this guy. Yamcha's useless, man. For those of you out there watching this, I really don't see how anybody could be a fan of him. Even the voice actors themselves thought Yamcha was a piece of crap. So if the voice actors thought he was, I'm pretty sure he is. To incorporate your next question, Bardock never mentions Raditz. That is a very good question. He never mentions Raditz at all, but then again, Bardock never really mentions Goku that much. He mentions Goku here and there. He must have at least mentioned Goku 3 to 5 times. That's it. I mean, that's not really a lot, considering the fact that he had his own little movie. He had 2 movies, and he didn't mention Goku as much, you know? In terms of Raditz, maybe he didn't really care too much about Raditz because maybe him and Raditz didn't really get along. And you know how that goes in terms of being a Saiyan. If you have too much pride in you, you don't give a fuck. So, I mean, maybe he didn't really care about Raditz. So, and I'm pretty sure Goku was his last son. So, why not care about your final son? You know, you never got to hold him. I'm pretty sure he held Raditz, but didn't really get to hold Goku. So, to answer your following question, Raditz is a Super Saiyan 3. His hair would be really long, that's for sure. But would he be strong? I think he would be the weakest Super Saiyan 3 you can ever come across. Despite how strong people might think he'd be, I don't think he would be as strong as people think. I'm pretty sure the Z Fighters would handle him no problem. But in terms of him as a character, I think it'll be really hard to tell the difference between a Super Saiyan and a Super Saiyan 3 because of the hair length. So I really doubt he'll ever reach it, but who knows? I mean, in the world of Dragon Ball Z, anything is possible. So I'm pretty sure one day they'll do something out of the ordinary for that. To answer your following question in terms of the God form, that would be awesome, dude. Have Goku fight Bills. You know, Goku wins. Having Whis step in, Whis beats Goku, Vegeta steps in, Whis beats Vegeta, Vegeta ascends. Or Goku ascends. One of the two ascend. It would be really cool, but then again, what would you call it? An ascended God form, perhaps? It sounds cool, but how would he look like? Would he still be skinny? Would he have red hair? Would he have red aura? Would he have white hair, white aura? You know, it would be very different to see, but I do agree with you. I really do. That is an awesome thing to have an ascended God form, but remember, man, Akira Toriyama, he's not like me and you. He's not like us. He doesn't really care about his manga anymore. He doesn't care about his anime anymore. I don't understand why. I really don't understand why someone would create something and not care for it. That's just that baffles me. I mean, if Akira Toriyama cares about money, and if these companies do care about money, which they do, they don't care about our opinions. They don't care about what we think. They care about money, right? If they care so much about money, why don't they see how much money is still left in Dragon Ball Z? We as fans would pay hundreds of dollars for more stuff, right? So why don't they give it to us? It baffles me. It really does. It's stupid. If I was a corporation and I saw that people were demanding for something, I would give it to you. If it means me as a corporate executive, you know, taking money from you, I would do it. But these people, they're not doing it. Why? Maybe they're disinterested. Maybe the fan base isn't as big. If I was the maker of Dragon Ball Z, I swear to God, there would be like 5 new series by now, prequels and sequels and movies and toys and games. Oh my God, I wouldn't even care about doing it for the money. I would do it just to freaking put it out there so I can watch myself. So, as weird as that may be, I would love to just sit there and watch my own freaking anime show. Just, oh man, it would be really awesome. To answer your following question, Whis being the weakest, yes, I do have to agree with you on that because he does seem like a guy who's laid back and was gifted, but remember, when he got angry at Bills, he wasn't playing, man. He charged from that temple up to Bills in like a second. He just beat the crap out of him, just chopped him. So for me, Whis is somebody that I don't think we should just overlook yet because we don't know what he's capable of, but, I mean, think about it. If he put Bills down in one hit, imagine what the dude is capable of at full power. That dude would be freaking, oh. To answer your next question, my thoughts on Deborah being a good little girl, I despise that a lot. I don't even want to think about it. He went from being a badass to being a little girl, really. Don't care about it too much. I thought it was stupid, so just to put that on the wall real quick. To answer your following question, favorite pet in DBZ, for me it would have to be Icarus because he always put his tail on the line to save Gohan, to save Goku. Icarus was a badass. He died a hero because he wanted to go down fighting for his masters. So, I don't know, that to me is very noble. So I would have to say Icarus. To answer your following question, isn't it weird that the gods didn't know instant transmission? Who knows? Maybe they do know instant transmission. Maybe they're too lazy to do it. Maybe they want to travel in style. I don't know. I do find it weird. Maybe Akira Toriyama didn't want to include that because he wanted to make them different, although it made Goku have the advantage during the fight because he was teleporting and Bills was like, whoa, where'd he go? But in terms of them having the actual transmission technique, it is weird, but I don't know, maybe they do have it, but maybe they just don't want to execute it. Who knows? To answer your following question, the chain combination in Dragon Ball Z, it was bad in Battle of Z. The chain combination was the worst. I think Raging Blast 2 had the best, and Budokai Tenkaichi 3. So Namco Bandai, I really hope that they do good and they listen to us for once. I mean, why don't these fucking companies ever listen, man? That's my question. Jesus, they never listen, man. To answer your following question, Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z Fusions, once again, the game was a filler. They did not even include Gogeta or Janemba or anybody, you know. It was a giant filler, bro. I mean, really. They could have done a lot more, but, oh, God, it really disappoints me. I don't even want to mention it. I wish they had Fusions, and I'm pretty sure in the next one they will, but as of this game, don't even expect much anymore, so. To answer your next question, Goku marrying Bulma, that would have been weird. I think Bulma was meant for Vegeta just because she's hard-headed. Chi-Chi is too, but, you know, she's free-spirited as Goku, so I don't think Vegeta and Chi-Chi would click, honestly. Bulma would be a lot more strict with Goku in a sense, so. To answer your following questions, I just answered that not too long ago. I don't know if you've been watching earlier in this fan mail, but no, I don't have any brothers or sisters. You have 7 siblings, dude. That is incredible. I wish I had siblings, but I don't have a family, so I consider you guys a family, all of you. I really, really do. I swear to God, if I can meet you all right now and hang out with you guys, I would do it. But it's hard because we're all located in different parts of the world, and, you know, we're not billionaires to, like, you know, have that luxury of getting to go somewhere and hang out with people. You know, we're not billionaires, but one day I really hope for that. I really hope that I can meet all of you and just hang out with you and just the whole 9 yards. But I'm really happy that you do have a family, and I really hope that you cherish your family, even though you're living with your dad. I apologize for whatever may have happened, but remember, dude, keep your head up, because like the old saying goes, man, never turn your back on family, even when they do, because they're very important to you. Blood is thicker than water sometimes, but hey, family comes first always, man. So, to answer your following question, play any instruments? No. I've always wanted to learn how to play the guitar, and that's why you're very gifted. I like that, because if you're able to play the guitar, why don't you make some YouTube videos about it? Like, teach people, do some covers. You know, that would be really awesome. I would like to see that, because I've seen people do covers for certain games. Like I've seen people do cover songs for Metal Gear Solid and Dragon Ball Z. So it would be really cool if you knew how to do that. And plus, you beatbox. I like that. It's pretty cool. I mean, I don't play any instruments at all, and I can't really beatbox as good as I used to. But hey, man, I mean, that's a very special skill you have, and I think you should execute it to its full potential. To answer your following question, Goku and Vegeta going to a different planet to train, while Gotenks was on Earth, having the Potara fusion and Majin Buu absorbing him. Would Majin Buu be able to break their Potara earring fusion? I don't know. I think Vegito did it on purpose because he wanted to free them. I'm not entirely sure. It felt like to me that Vegito knew what he was doing and he did it on purpose, perhaps. But would he be able to do it? I mean, if he were able to do it against Vegito, then I think he would most definitely be able to do it against Gotenks. So, and to answer your last question, do I have any scuff controllers, any evil gaming controllers, any unique controllers like that? I do not. Do I have any Dragon Ball Z memorabilia and stuff like that? Yes, I have Dragon Balls literally that are just sitting above my shelf. Hopefully one day I can call upon Shenron, but who knows? I mean, maybe he's not going to come anyway. So, but anyways, my friend, thank you for the question. I really hope you have an awesome day from across the pond. Really, just keep your head up high. Believe in God. Believe in yourself. And I really hope to see a lot from you, man. So thank you. And thank all of you out there that are watching this here today. Thank you all for watching, everybody. My name is UnrealEntGaming. Thank you all for watching this episode. Also, guys, before I go, I just want to say you guys can follow me on Twitch. I will be live streaming more PS4 stuff, more Xbox Live stuff on there. So if you guys want to see more, interact with me more, you can follow me at Twitch at AlexAnimal7. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all for watching, guys. If you guys are fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys are fans. Also, please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit this video with a like and a favorite if you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. I'll be seeing you all in next week's episode. God bless all of you, and I really hope you guys enjoy your weekends. Stay warm, my friends. Stay healthy, and I'll be seeing you all later. God bless you all. Peace.